Hello, I'm Captain Phoenix and welcome to my corner. In this video I'll present you for some of the Sam records I have received lately. Sam Records, the French one-man run record company, and I've got a little bunch of records here which I've received lately. Now I understand they're for sale all over the world and in the United States as well. Sam Records is a French-based, Paris-based European company, so we can get them a little earlier here in Europe, where I live. But I like to show these ones to you and tell a little about them. So hang on. The first of the records is this one, Byrd and Jaspar, Paris, 1958. And here we hear Byrd and Jaspar. Byrd is the trumpet player, of course, and Jaspar plays the sax and the flute on several of these tunes. This is a recording from Paris from the end of 1958, and it's a couple of ballads and a couple of more I think 4 more up-tempo tunes here. So this is a great sounding record. It's hard pop, I say, and as always, almost always with the Sam Records, there's some extra material, normally some inserts with great photos on it. So also in this case, and that's nice to have. Fred Thomas, the man who runs Sam Records, is not only into the sounds and try to find the original master tapes. He also does a really great effort to have the images made from the original material whenever he can find it. So this one you might think you have seen it before, and that's because it looks, it must be the same photo. It looks like this one, also Byrd and Jasper. This is for, a few months earlier. It's from Cannes, 1958 as well. So this is a kind of a follow-up to that. Sam Records goes back to finding the original tapes, and I can see that in this case there has been some digital restoration done to the tapes. I think it must have been necessary. I'm not aware if other of Sam Records releases have been digitalized, but in this case, and this is made after the MoFi gate, so maybe there have been some digital steps earlier, but now it's clear for everybody what's going on. But the sound is great. The pressing here is great. So yeah, the records are in general pressed at Optimal in Germany, and for many of them, the mastering is done. Not for this one, I think, but the mastering is done by Kevin Gray for some of the releases. So, as a main rule, you always get a good sound quality from Sam Records. Another one which just has been released is this Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. The Olympia concert. Olympia is a concert hall, or well, it's in Paris. It's a concert hall now. It's the Olympia started, I think, like a theater or the first music hall in Paris in the 1893, and it's been an important place in the 20s and 30s, mostly for movies in Paris and cabarets and operas. Then the war came, and it was a movie for showing not only French movies but also German Nazi movies. So that happened there as well. So, but in the 40s and the 50s, it was more like a concert place for jazz concerts, and that is where this one is recorded. It's from the end of 1958, November and December 58. And this release is a gatefold. It's a double set with music on 3 sides of it. As far as I can find out, the original came out only as a single LP with 5 tunes on it. These 5s here, as you might be able to see. But on this one, there are 2 extra. There's a Blues March, and Whisper Not, both Benny Golson compositions, and Benny Golson is on here playing the tenor sax. Lee Morgan plays the trumpet. Art Blakey, of course, the on drums. And we get moaning, as we kind of almost does every time from these years. This is a great record. It sounds good. It's a very, very good sound. It's a big stage it's played on. I think there are 2,000 seats, and so it's. You can hear it's a big stage. You can hear the applause, but it's on a distance, so it's not interfering too much with the music. So it's kind of a studio recording, but it is live. I can clearly recommend this both for the tunes, the names on it, the quality, and the jacket as well. Again, we see lots of great photos here. The band on stage, and here Lee Morgan also. So yeah, another great release from Sam Records. And I should say, I bought all these records. They were not given to me, they were not sent to me, so it's not a commercial thing for Sam Records. But I do appreciate a lot of what the owner and the founder does. He's called Fred Thomas. I met him once in his shop in Paris, made another video about that. You can find that on my channel here. So I think he's doing a tremendous job making good forgotten music available to us. Another one which just has been released is George Arvanitas, French pianist, and his quintet here. This is a little later recording, but it's from Paris as well. It's a live recording from I think actually from a museum. Musée d'Art Moderne, yes, a French Museum for Modern Art in 1961, and they play standards. They play, as you might be able to see, Summertime, Around Midnight, Milestones, a great version of Milestones, even though it's kind of one of Miles Davis's signature tunes. I think they're doing a great job here. These are French musicians backing the pianist George Arvanitas up, and they're doing a great job. It's a nice record as well. Can I just show you? Maybe you get these flip back covers here. So it's really, really good quality in all sense. And then and this is a little older release, but I think it's from the end of or middle of 22. This single with Nathan Davis Quintet. Nathan Davis, an American who stayed and lived, as I understand it, some time in Paris. This is a 2-track single, and I think I'm not much into 45s and singles, but this one sounds incredibly good. I'm a little bit aware of buying singles and expecting too much of those. But this music here, and this is the first time it's on vinyl, these 2 tunes, and they seem to come from the same session which was held in May 65 in Paris, which made this record here. Pre-Peace Treaty, it's called, with Nathan Davis, as you see, and the photos must be from the same session, but it's not exactly the same photo. So again, we see a lot of effort being put into making these jackets as good as they can be. It's really a pleasure to. So I recommend you to get this one. It's still for sale on Sam Records site. I think it's only printed 500 of them. I think it's like 12 euros or around $12. So it's really not expensive. 2 really good tunes on here. And then the last one, it's film music. It's movie music, movie score. That's this one, Un témoin dans la vie, a witness in the city, or in the town. And this one is fronted by you can see the names here, by Barney Wilen, the French American sax player. He's here with some international names, American names. This is movie music. It is small. Some of the tunes are very short, 40 seconds. Some of them are a little bit longer, up to 4 minutes, a little over 4 minutes. So it's not really, it's very mixed. but the atmosphere the music creates it's really great. And when you see the picture, this one must be from the movie, which I have not seen, then I think you get into a certain mood of suspense, and I think this movie is a thriller. I'll see if I can get it. So, and again, I would like to show you one of the images, the image inside here. Look at the musicians here. Ain't that a cool image? In the middle, we had there in the middle to Jordan and Barney Wilen to out here, very young Barney Wilen, and he was he was leading this quintet, and a few years earlier he was on this record, which is a Miles Davis recording. I guess you can see that here, and that's another movie score. L'ascenseur pour l'échafaud, the elevator to the scaffold. And I think after this, Barney Wilen got very famous. And this is made in kind of the same way as Kind of Blue is, with only a few instructions for the musicians, and then they played as the movie was going on in the background. So that brought Barney Wilen to fame, kind of fame, and he made this one just over a year after. And this is really also, like the other one, a good and very... it creates a really suspense feeling when you listen to it. So a couple of, or 5, 6 good releases from Sam Records again. Mine was in most of them in great quality. There's a little issue with one of them. I'll contact Sam Records, and I'm sure they will fix it because Fred Thomas is very much into quality and inspects the records before they're shipped. So I've got rather some from Sam Records now, but I think all of them has been, except for one single exception, they've been in superb quality. So I hope you'll be able to get them either from Sam Records' own website, I'll put a link to that below, or from some other dealer, or from the second-hand market, but it's good music, all of it. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.